Good morning, guys, and happy 4th of July. I'm on my way to go pick up Bear because he spent the night at my mom's house last night with his cousins. It's what he wanted to do. He said for a little bit I was going to go and get him last night, which means he would have only been there for, just a couple hours while I was out doing Uber Eats or whatever. But he was like, he wanted to stay and spend the night with his little cousin. He has a cousin his exact age over there. So I guess he was having a good time, and I love that for him because he's literally been home since last month. My baby haven't been outside of, me taking him places and stuff like that. He haven't really been anywhere, so I'm happy that he decided to have a little spend the night fun with his cousins or whatever. So I just left the hair store to get the hair from my clients, and I have him extra clothes and his medication because y'all know that he has to take his medicine. In case he tells me he wants to stay, I will not be against it because your girl do have work today. I have one client that's coming to get 2 braids and another girl that's supposed to get boho braids, but she hasn't been really communicating well, but she sent her deposit, so I'm just gonna assume she's not a communicative person or whatever. But anyway, so like I said, I got close her back up in case he asks to stay, throughout the day or whatever. My oldest son is also there as well, which everybody was so shocked that he decided to go over there. What that little boy cooking up his sleeve, I have absolutely no idea. But he went, which I'm glad because I don't think my son has spent the night over there since maybe last summer. Last summer, I think. So my mom was like, what you told him? I'm like, girl, I ain't told him anything. I didn't tell him anything or whatever. Typically, my kids it's tradition for them to spend 4th of July with their dad's family because they always go to their great grandfather's house and do fireworks and barbecue, and it just be a little bit of everybody or whatever. And since him and I are no longer together and I don't participate in those trends anymore or those traditions anymore, it hasn't really been doing what it used to do. So, and he haven't mentioned anything to me about coming to get them for that thing. Now I will say my 2 middle kids are over there. I dropped off Kaden yesterday, as you guys saw. Dropped his behind off, and yeah, I just hope they're having a good time. Also, I ordered some little sample packs from Canvas Beauty, if you guys are familiar with her, the body glaze. I ordered a sample pack, and I gave my TT all of the flavors that I did not care for, which is, I want to say it's like the sweets flavors. Like, she has some stuff that's like birthday cake and donut glaze and all of those kind of scents. I don't really care for. I feel like it's childish, and it does give, like, little girl or whatever. So I'm gonna give it to her, and if she don't like it, then she can give it to her other little cousins. You feel me? So that's just that. And yeah, so like I said, I'm on the way to my mom's house, and I do not have much time because it's currently 9:21 a.m. and I have to be back by 10 because that's the time your girls start work, and I don't want nobody waiting on me. So I'll check in with you guys later. Say hi, Bear. You okay? You still sleepy? Okay.
I was sure that I would be with you for so long. I was planning on this being something worth mentioning. Energy invested in someone I saw potential in. Who killed chivalry? They need to get their sentence in. Meanwhile we arguing and I can't get a sentence in. And just as I predicted, here we go again. They always say the hottest love has the coldest end.
Good morning, beauties. It is entirely so much to do today. It is Monday, July 7th, and I'm waiting on my son so I can take him where he needs to be, and then I'm gonna head to a tire shop because I feel like I need to get this tire changed, and I'd rather just get that out the way because y'all know I be doing a lot of driving. With that being said, y'all, I have a goal this week to make at least $100 between Uber Eats and Lyft. So hopefully I'm able to get that done and stick to my goals. Today, Old Navy have a 50% off sale. So I placed an order. So I pretty much got half of their uniforms out the way. Like I got 6 shirts for Bear, 3 greens, 3 whites, and I got him like 2 uniform pants. And then I went ahead for the boys, because their uniforms have to come from a different place. I got them each 2 pair of pants. So the rest of their order is gonna have to come from Children's Place. So I'm about to start my errands. I will talk to y'all shortly. Okay, so he said that it was only gonna cost $65, but he said it's not like an emergency, but the tire does need to be changed because it's not as healthy as the other 3. So since it's not a real emergency, and he said I still have a little bit of lifespan on there, I'm gonna wait till Friday, when I have a little bit more time, or even Saturday, to get that taken care of. He said they're open every single day, which I like, and I'm happy that, you know, he was completely honest with me. Honesty. So all right, y'all, we got our first order of the day from Dunkin' Donuts, and let's see how much we can make on this good old Monday. Here we go again with these stairs. Mind you, I just left the gym. Alright guys, so I logged out of Uber Eats. I did one order from Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, like $2. $2.12. So my sister just told me I don't have to come and get my boys this early, which is 8:35, and I was gonna pick them up like around around 10. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm actually about to go ahead and just clean out my car, vacuum it out, and I'm about to do some rides because I make more money on Lyft. So if I'm gonna be around here, I might as well just do some rides since I have a little bit of extra time. So I'll probably just drive I'll probably be done. So between 9, 10, 11, 12. 9 to 12, and see where that land us, and if we can make our $100 goal today. So I'm already gassed up. Again, my car definitely needs to be vacuumed from when I picked up the boys last night. They had like shoe and stuff, like sand and stuff like that from their shoes. So again, I'm just trying to do what makes sense.